Hi guys, my name is Nathan Simmons. I'm with Colonial Life out of Longview, and my partner Wes is also out of Longview. You'll probably see him, but we are we are creating this video because we're going to be setting you guys up with some supplemental benefits on November 17th for you that are out in Midland, and then for you guys that are in Beeville. We're actually going to be talking to you guys over the phone, but. Um, Basically, for those of you that don't know what supplemental benefits are, basically if something were to happen to you, we basically put money back into your pocket. Doesn't go to the doctor, doesn't go to the hospital. It goes directly to you. You use the money however you need to, whether it's put food on the table or make a house or car payment, whatever it is. You use the money however you need to. All right. Now, one thing I want you guys to make sure that you do at some point is make sure y'all thank Pam. For everything she's done as far as coordinating this and getting out packaged to you guys. Make sure y'all thank her because she wanted to make this available to you guys. So make sure y'all give her a call and thank her for everything that she does. Now, I know you all probably all have your own health insurance, and frankly, that's why Pam wanted us to talk to you guys and why I do what I do is just last year, the leading cause of bankruptcies in America was actually due to medical bills. And what's crazy is of those people, 78% of them had health insurance, which tells me one thing: health insurance is not the end-all, be-all that people think it is. Okay, that's because health insurance is like a block of Swiss cheese. There's a ton of holes in it. All right, and we're going to show you how to fill and protect those holes. Okay, now you may have great health insurance. Okay, let's say something happens to you and you don't owe anything to the doctor or the hospital. That's fantastic. But let's say you're sitting at the house for 3-4 months and you're out of work. Would you all agree that 82% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? Absolutely. I'm one of them. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to show you how to do is how to protect your income and protect your paycheck. Okay, I know as Americans we do a great job of over-insuring just about everything we have, from house, car, TV, and cell phone, but we do a horrible job of protecting the very thing that allowed us to acquire those things. All right, and we're going to show you how to do that at less than an hour's wage a week. All right, now to put it in perspective, for those of you that are homeowners, okay, required to have homeowners insurance, you know the chance of something ever happening to your house is less than 1%. But the chances of you being out of work at some point in your working life, whether it's due to a sickness, an accident, or a disability, is actually 1 in 3. Okay, and so we're going to show you how you can protect your paycheck at less than an hour's wage a week. All right, it's pretty much the equivalent of having, say, a toaster at your house that pops $2,000 or $3,000 a month up every month. Would you insure that toaster and protect that toaster? Absolutely, you would. We're going to show you how to do the same thing with a paycheck. All right. Other thing you're going to be able to look at is life insurance. Over half the people I meet with tell me they don't have anything, or the ones that do tell me they feel like they don't have enough to sustain their family's lives for 2 or 3 months after passing, much less put somebody in the ground. And the main reason why I hear people don't have anything is because they don't know where to get it. And that blows me away because that feels like it's every other TV commercial. But that's kind of where we come in, because there are a lot of people out there who don't really know where to begin. Because you may have a CEO at some company that wants $1 million life insurance policy, and there's people lining at the door to go see that guy. Not too many people seeking out the average working Joe that maybe just wants a burial policy. Okay, so let me recommend 2 things to you all. If you guys care about your family at all, look at protecting your paycheck with short-term disability, and look at a minimum of $15,000 to $20,000 of life insurance if you're not already currently doing it, to at least set aside for burial expenses, because one of those 2 things is going to happen, guys. So certainly look into that. Now, as far as everything else goes, that's where the holes of health insurance are going to come into play. I normally talk about cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Cancer means a lot to me because my wife's had a scare, and the minimum cost of cancer today is $25,000 to $30,000, and that's if you have great health insurance too. Because what most people don't realize is that 2/3 of cancer-related costs are not covered by health insurance, which is part of the reason I think health insurance does not pay for a whole lot, because it feels like people are getting it left and right. 1 in every 2 men are diagnosed. 1 in every 3 women are diagnosed. I'd venture to say you all probably watching this right now probably all know somebody who's either currently going through cancer or who's been through it recently. So I don't have to tell you how not only emotionally but financially draining of a disease it can be. Okay. Another personal scenario to think about. When my wife had her scare, we'd actually looked at going to MD Anderson down in Houston. All right. And you're down there for weeks at a time. Travel, meals, lodging, those are all things health insurance does not pay for, but a cancer policy would. Okay, because you go from a 2-income family to a no-income family very, very quickly. All right, so again, something to think about, because you can protect your family at less than an hour's wage a week. All right, now as far as heart attack and stroke go, those are very prevalent problems as well. Someone has a heart attack every 34 seconds in the United States, and someone has or stroke is actually the leading cause of disability. All right, and we're going to show you a way where you can protect yourself from that because you know, you may be not in the hospital for very long if that were to happen to you. Had a coworker friend of mine that had a heart attack 2.5 years ago, and he was in the hospital for 6 days, but he was out of work for 2.5 months after he had his heart attack. Thankfully, he had a $15,000 critical illness policy with us. As soon as he had a heart attack, he was written a check for $15,000, and he was able to make ends meet for his family and keep food on the table until he was able to go back to work. All right, so certainly look at that as well. You'll also be able to look at an accident policy. Probably our most used thing. You'd be surprised how often you'd use it. Use it for broken neck, pretty much anything from a broken neck to a broken toe. All right, I would recommend looking at that, especially if you have kids that are still in school and play sports. You'd be surprised how often you use it. All right, and lastly, you'll be able to look at something that's specifically designed to offset your medical deductible. Say your deductible is $3,000. I know a lot of people don't have that sitting around waiting to use. We've got something that is designed to get you to your deductible in the event that you need to immediately. All right, so certainly look at that if that's a concern for you as well. All right, now we've got some packets of information that Pam is going to be sending out to you guys, for you guys in Beeville and for you out in Midland as well. And they're going to have some sample rate sheets in there as well for you to kind of look at and give you plenty of time to discuss it with your families. And we will actually be sitting down with you out in Midland on the 17th of November, which is here pretty soon. So make sure you talk about it with your families, all right, and kind of figure out what questions you may have because you'll be sitting down with one of our benefit counselors then. And then if you guys do have any questions prior to that, feel free to give Pam a call because they'll have my number or they'll have Wes's number as well. All right, but one thing that you are all going to get, I want to make sure that you're aware of, you're all going to receive a free $5,000 AD&D policy, basically $5,000 of free life insurance. Something we're doing as a thank you to y'all, just taking the time out of your day to sit down with us. And then also you're all going to receive a wellness card as well. Works very similar to a prescription card. You could save money or get discounts on prescriptions, dental and vision, hearing, MRIs, x-rays. You can even use it to get discounts on movie tickets and hotel reservations and even theme parks. All right, so you will all be getting that as well. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to give us a call. And then again, everybody, don't forget to thank Pam for everything that she did in setting it up. And we will see you guys on the 17th.